So you're not going to believe me, but the first part of my video got deleted, and I swear to you, I summoned a golden sunbro, and we fought the crystal sage together and defeated him very easily, but the guy's name that I summoned was Big Dick Man, and I thought that was fantastic. So the video is now going to begin at the bonfire after you kill the crystal sage. I apologize about that. Let's have a little bit of a read here. We got the soul of a crystal sage. It says the twin crystal sages once served as a spiritual guide to the scholars of the Grand Archives, and one went on to ally with the Undead Legion. And these guys, with their hats and their ties to the archives, have some pretty huge ties to Big Hat Logan, which if you play the other games, you know he's one of the most powerful sorcerers in the whole universe. And also he's very closely tied to Seath the Scaleless. He had an unhealthy love for the boy. Couldn't really figure out why he was so magic and strong. There is a new set of Umbral Ashes here, which is the Paladins Ashes, around somewhere. We'll find where it is. A couple Twinkling Titanite is really good because we'll be able to upgrade the sword we're currently using, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Should we just... Can we sneak attack? Come on up, homeboy. We're gonna sneak attack. I don't think it'll one-shot, but it'll do a fair amount of damage. Oh, only half. Oh, the 2 for special. I don't know if we want that. Oh, that's the new one. Well, it appears that 5 hits is not enough to stagger them. That's okay. Little bitch. He dropped the Great Machete. I don't think we have one of those yet. This dismantling tool was not originally intended for use in battle. Okay. They were engineers. R&D. Rubbish. Oh, good. That should help. Is it down here? The Umbral Ash? No. Shortcut ahead? I think that is not true. I think that is just death. Maybe it's that right there. Oh, shit. Let's have a bit of a chug-a-lug. She's gonna be hexing me. That's alright. We are embered up, but we are now part, we're pretty all in on the whole undead portion. Oh, shit. We're super undead, if you could see our picture. It doesn't show my face, hold on. We're looking pretty gross these days. It has a lot to do with one of these quest lines that you have to follow through. It's one of the hardest quests to actually finish and get married to Henri. We're going to try to get that rolling. Ooh, we got the Herald equipment, which I think looks pretty good. There's a white cape. Alright, bonfire ahead already. There was just a bonfire. I think the ash is very close to here, maybe right over this ledge. We'll light the old bonfire. Come here, homeboy. So he's dressed like we are, the Fallen Knight. And we'll look into that a little bit. I like his sword. It reminds me of Aragorn's sword. Gonna have a little chug-a-lug. Bonfire's right nearby, so it doesn't matter if we use all of our Estus. And I believe this, all Paladins Ashes. But what is it? Umbral Ash of a worn-out paladin who sought the Cathedral of the Deep. With this, the shrine handmaid will prepare new items. The paladin paid quite a price for his headstrong justice. In his hands, it looks like is maybe a Lloyd's Talisman or an Undead Hunter Charm. It looks very much like an undead hunter charm, actually. And these say, used long ago by Lloyd's cleric knights on their undead hunts. Although All-Father Lloyd is long forgotten by the Way of White, his hunts have lived on, and this charm allows one to challenge undead without fear of tenacious healing. So this guy probably followed Lloyd. Probably wasn't Lloyd himself, I would imagine. There's probably a cooler story for Lloyd. Let's have a bit of a rest here. Now we got all those dirty Estus ready to go. All the Sunny D's in the WoW world. Anything over to this side? I dropped down with no items, it looks like. That's good. Just what I wanted. And then a brigand of some sort. Good. We'll just charge right through that dagger. That's no problem. And now he is enraged because he used his axe weapon skill. Ooh. That did a lot more deeps than I thought. The backstep attack on this weapon is not very good. We need more pokey and less slashy. Got the spider shield, which is the shield that goes with the brigand attire. If you start off as a brigand, that's what you get. Here, more Titanite to level up any side weapons that we want to try to figure out or maybe use. And up at the very top of this cliff, we just have another beautiful picture of Farron Keep and the 3 lights that we must extinguish to be able to access it. So I don't actually remember what is over this way, if that way is Farron Keep. Up these steps, I do not recall. I'm about to find out though. I'm trying to not lose 13,000 souls, that's for sure. Whatever this place is, I don't like it. I can't remember. It's just puppies, that's okay. I want to say a lot of puppies come. It appears as though they've been shot with many arrows, potentially by these undead in this area, which if I'm that dog, I'm done working for these guys, because that's fucking brutal. Unusual behavior for an employer to an employee, in my honest opinion. You little bastard. Yeah, we're just rolling. There's an item over there, but I don't think it's anything actually too important. Come on then, homeboy. Let's fucking go. Slicey dicey. Cathedral of the Deep. That's right. I missed this place. My first playthrough around, like I literally just completely missed it. I had no idea it even existed until like way later than I should have. Estus shard, that's nice. That'll give us those dirty heals. Don't want to go down there just yet. I do either want to find a quick bonfire or find another place to stop so we can spend our souls. That's going to be, ooh, we don't want to go through the crypt. That'll be about 2 levels that we can do, or maybe a couple levels on our weapon, if we're so inclined. Which we are. We are very much inclined. It's so nice of them to give us a door that actually opens the appropriate way. This place has a lot going on in it. Much stuff. So we're gonna light our bonfire here, and we're gonna go do a bit of leveling up. We notice as we get back to Firelink Shrine is that Yol is very much dead. He did a good job of giving us all those free levels, and now we have this lady here.
Oh, prithee, art thou good Yol's master?
I am indeed.
I am Yuria of Londer, a close friend of his.
How did you guys know each other is my question,
Thanks
though.
to thee, Yol's soul is redeemed. Allow me to express my gratitude in his stead.
I got that dignified bow, though.
Another matter. Thou a lord, art thou not?
Not yet.
Bearer of the dark sigil. and our Lord of Hollows. For the time thou remainst our Lord, we of Londer shall serve thee. And I, of course, am also thine. That a Lord art the beg and I...
So basically what happens, as soon as
Till we meet again.
Yol dies, she comes in here, and the whole time that you have been taking these free level ups from him, you've actually been inheriting the curse of the undead. Because before, if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't have become undead as you were dying all those times. But the more you die now that you have the dark curse, the more corpse-like you will get. So pretty interesting. We're gonna try to fulfill that quest line as well.
That a Lord and I...
She sells a lot of pretty good spells. A Braille Tome of Londor, first spoken by Liliane of the Sable Church. Give this to a storyteller to learn miracles of Londor. This is a forbidden tome as it offers salvation to all hollows, and conversely curses all things living. So I do want that, and I'll go ahead and buy it while we have the souls and we can speak to her. But we don't want to give it to Arena because she's going to go nuts. There's a lady later in the game that is a witch that will help us learn these things without going crazy, because she's already cursed. Another interesting thing she has is this Dark Hand. It allows its wielder to evoke an art unique to Londor, the land of the Hollow. It is also said to be an ancient relic of a primordial serpent. That sounds pretty familiar, Karth, I mean. The Dark Hand mercilessly saps the essence of its victims and can also double as a special skill life drain. Pretty dirty. I've seen some pretty good PvP builds that make use of that. Pretty dope. He's back already from pillaging.
Oh, hello. It took go on.
Now we don't want to send him out too soon again. So he's got a bunch of weapons, some lightning urns, and some special armor. He's got the knight set, the assassin set, and just the thief mask. Hard leather as well for the classic. If we send him out again before we meet a couple of special requirements, he's actually just going to die.
That is one.
And we got one of these from the Cathedral of the Deep, so we can get more Chug-a-Lug. And we cannot reinforce this weapon anymore yet. We need large Titanite shards, so that's okay. We may want to level up another weapon though. Anything that does like big broad arcs. This Irithel straight sword is pretty good, and it does freezing damage as well. But we have to have 14 dexterity to equip that. Any big arcy swingy weapons, but we're not quite spec'd out to do anything like that yet, so for now we're just gonna level up. Orbeck has not joined us yet because we're not an important enough sorcerer. We're gonna give her the Paladins Ashes and see what that allows us to purchase. Heal Aid, Canvas Talisman maybe is a new one. Sage's Big Hat from defeating the Crystal Sages. Lloyd's Shield Ring, that's a good one. Boost damage absorption when HP is full. Much time has passed since the worship of Lloyd was common in the Way of White. The clerics of Karim had always strongly asserted that Lloyd was a derivative fraud and that the Allfather title was self-proclaimed. Jesus. Karim does not like him. And then the exile stuff we got from defeating the exiles outside of Farron Keep. This axe is traditionally wielded by Way of White clerics. That's interesting. Crescent-shaped halberd. So that's actually a long axe. We might consider picking that up since we're a cleric. I haven't actually used it very much, but it's only 4,000 souls, so I think I'll try it out.
Ashen one.
Let's scope it out. It's not as long as I had anticipated, so that's kind of unfortunate. It skills Warcry, temporarily boosts attack, so that's alright. Did that go away already? Yeah, it did. So it's just kind of like a normal axe. If you back and you do your right bumper, there we go. You have the kick, and that's okay, but I don't think I'm going to invest too much time into that. I don't really like the moveset too much. Go back to the straight sword. We're going to use any loose souls that we have, which we have none of, so that's fine. And then level up with our Firelink Mistress.
Very well.
Should just be able to get one, but that's alright. We will level up Dexterity, yeah, because 14 is a pretty solid stat, and that'll allow us to use that Irithel straight sword. That's pretty good. But I think you need something real special to upgrade it. And then let's see, lastly, what Ludleth the Exiled might give us for transposing the Sage Soul. Crystal Sage Rapier or Crystal Hail, neither of which are particularly useful for me. I don't see myself using either, so I will probably actually just consume it. Or I might just hold on to them until the very end, because they don't maybe give you enough souls for that to be worth it. So the next thing we need to do is clear out Farron Keep. And there's a lot to cover in this area, so I think that's going to be the end of this episode. And I'm going to try to keep them a little bit shorter. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.